Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the center console from the inside of a Toyota Prius C. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the center console on the Prius C is very easy to remove. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get a close-up so I can show you the components and then we'll start taking it out. So this is your upper end here, this black section. Where it gets to the gray area here, coming around the shifter, you have this little electronic terminal here with these eco and EV mode buttons, and that goes all the way back, if we can see here, to where it meets where the emergency brake is. And then coming here, you have the armrest piece here, which is this other piece. So those are the three pieces that make up the center console. And then you'll have access to do whatever you need to do if you're trying to get to the mechanism underneath here with the shifter or whatever you're trying to access, and you want to be able to remove that. Now, in order to be able to complete this, here's the items that you'll need. You will need a ratchet, and what I have is a 12-inch extension with a 10-millimeter socket. You'll need that in order to get down into the armrest. There's a couple bolts that we need to remove there. You need a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver, but you need to make sure that it's a large Phillips head screwdriver because the Phillips screws that we're going to be removing, they have very big patterns, so you need a large one, and this is what you'll need. Now the first thing that you're going to need to remove is this little piece right here with these buttons. It comes up very easy. All you're going to do is take a flathead screwdriver, insert it, and just lift it up gently. It's not really clipped in, it's kind of just resting in place. And then once you pull that up, you've got a few harnesses here on the back that have to be disconnected. And I'm going to show you right here. And here they are. So we're going to go ahead and pull those off because you don't want to leave this in place when you try to remove this, because then you're going to put strain on these connections. You could damage the wires. So for these, there's little push buttons on all of them, as we can see. Let's see right here. There's one here that goes down. Then you've got one same place on the white one, and then on the black one as well. So if we just push this little button, or tab I should say here, and just pull it, slides right out. Same with the white one. We'll go ahead and push that tab in, and that should slide right out as well. Okay, that's out. And then for the black one, we don't have an actual button in this place, but they do have the harness there. I guess on some models you may have that. But this one, same thing. You just push that in, and that should slide right out, and that's off. And now these can be pushed down in, so that way they don't get damaged when we pull that up. Now for this piece here, this is only held in by just some little clips along the edges, so you don't need to remove any screws or anything. So you can just kind of grab right in here, just give it a nice little pull. And I don't know if you saw it come up a little bit, but do this one there. Came up a little bit too. Now we can pull it, and that's it. Just comes right up, and there's the little clips or tabs right there that hold it in place. So that's off. So now we have this one here, the black part. That's also just held on also by just some clips. Now I'll get a close up here on the side, and as you can see along here, it's really tight. So you really want to kind of get in there to pull it. So what I'll do is I'll slide a little flathead screwdriver. You don't want to damage the plastic, but just enough to raise it so you can get your finger in there, and then you can just pop that off. Slide it in there, and then what you want to do is just come along here just enough to separate it, and then as it's coming out, now you can just put this one in and just gently pull up, and there we go. I don't know if you heard that, but the tab came off. So pull back here, lift that, and grab the whole thing. Nice pull. Whoops. The driver obviously keeps money in there. I wouldn't recommend it, but either way, clean those out before you do that. As you saw, they popped out, but that slides right here. Put that off to the side. These are the little tabs for the front black piece where it would lock in. Clicks in here. And then for the gray one, you can see all the little clips all along here where that would clip in. Now to remove these two screws, and what they do is they hold on this kind of this surround frame that comes all the way here and has all of the armrest. All this is all one assembly underneath the gray and the black. So to remove it, we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver, but you need to make sure that it's a large one because these are big screws. Remove that. So now that that's done, there's three. If we open this up here, the armrest, you'll see there's a little panel down in there. If you lift up the panel, it comes out. So down in there, which is holding the last part of this center console assembly down, you have those three 10mm bolts. So we're going to go ahead, and you're going to need an extension on a ratchet to get to them, and we'll take them off, and then that'll be the last thing needed to pop out this entire center console assembly. Okay, get the next one back there. So we have these loosened, and you can either remove them or you can leave them down in there. It really doesn't matter, but there we go. You can see this is loose coming up. So now we can pull the whole thing out. I'm going to go ahead and lift it. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to pull it back. And I'm going to try to get the camera in here so you can see it because it's kind of awkward, but you really need to see how to pull this back in order to slide this out. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to kind of tilt it back and then raise this armrest piece then up and then pull it this way. Comes right out, and then you can pull it up this way. And then we can pull this, and then here it is. This is the last piece of the center console. This is the armrest piece, storage bin, and then this is the base with the emergency brake that came through there. So now it's all out of there. Now, at that point, you can do whatever you need to do. You have full access, and then to put everything back would be the same way. You would put this in first, bolt in those three 10mm, clip it down, then put the two Phillips screws around the shifter assembly, and then go ahead and then put the black front piece that just clips down, and then put the gray piece that clips down, and then don't forget to reattach the electric connections to the little electronic console there with the eco button and all that stuff, and you're done and good to go. So that wraps up this video. Just a quick video showing how to do that, because in some cases you got to get back into the work on stuff. So I want to do a quick video to do that because people ask that question. So I hope this video was informative for you. I hope it helps you out with any projects you're working on. If you have any questions, comments, please send them in. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.